Hello everyone, it's Jefford again from Rubik's Academy. Okay, today's gonna be a slightly faster lesson because we're going to go through something that is relatively simple. It's not very difficult per se, so it's not gonna be very long. Okay, today we're gonna go through this indicator called the ADX. Okay, it stands for Average Directional Index. Okay, now the presentation, the aesthetics of this indicator looks a bit similar to the RSI. It's also a line, with two levels, top and bottom, but it does not work the same way. It does not work the same way. Okay, what the ADX is trying to measure is not really whether the stock or the underlying asset or the derivative is being overbought or oversold. That was what RSI was trying to measure. But for ADX, it's not trying to measure that. It's trying to measure the strength of the trend. In other words, if something is going up, ADX is trying to ask the question of how strong is this upward trend. If something is coming down, ADX is trying to ask the question of how strong is this trend. Okay, so ADX, unlike RSI, will not move in the same direction as the asset, and it should not be moving in the exact same direction as the asset. If you noticed in the RSI lesson, the line and the asset was sort of moving correspondingly. When the line was going up, the asset was going up. When the line was coming down, the asset was coming down. But for ADX, it's not going to be like that. Okay, so without further ado, let's go to the trading view. Okay, so again, I'm going to use a forex pair to demonstrate USD against the yen, but we all know that this class is not about forex. I'm just using forex because the chart looks a lot nicer. Okay, so what you want to do first is to come here, click on this, and you can see I already favorited the ADX. If not, you can just do a search here. Very simple. So click that and close. Okay, the moment you click, the line comes out. Alright, now I'm going to pull the candles a bit closer. Okay, you can see that let's focus on the candlestick chart first. From here all the way to here, it was coming down. But if you notice, from here all the way to here, it appears to be going up. Okay, so you can see firsthand with the latest data that the ADX and the underlying asset does not travel together. They do not travel together. So what is it about the ADX that we need to look out for? What we want to see for the ADX is the angle of inclination. Now the moment you see the ADX start to do a hook up, that means starts to point upwards, it means that the trend is gathering strength. If it points upwards for more than 45 degrees, it means the trend is gathering a lot of momentum. If it points down upwards but less than 45 degrees, then the trend is not gathering momentum. Very simple. Now you're gonna ask me, so how am I supposed to know whether it's 45 degrees or not 45 degrees? So you can use this tool called the trend angle. Use this. Alright, it can tell you exactly. So this close to this is 0 degrees. Then if you point it all the way up to here, it's about 59 degrees. So you know that it's more than 45. So of course it won't go down, right? We're trying to see whether the trend is picking up. So in this case, it's definitely more than 45. Even if it's towards here, it's about 45. So there is definitely a strong trend. Now you don't want something that is more than 90 or at 90. 90 is too parabolic. Like for example, if I were to put it here and then it's about here, this is too parabolic, this is also too steep. What you want is maybe between 65 to to about 45. Alright, if you have that angle, it means that the momentum is gathering strength in a sufficient manner, but not too parabolic. Okay, now remember, when the ADX is pointing up, okay, the trend may be coming down, because this going up line over here is not referring to the direction of the prevailing trend. It is referring to the strength, the power of the prevailing trend. Okay, so that's the difference. RSI measures whether the underlying asset is overbought or oversold, so it tends to be aligned to the direction. But average directional index measures the power of the trend, so it's totally different. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you very much. My name is Jeffet from Rubik's Academy. Download our mobile app. There are lots of learning to be done there. You can arrange a lesson or arrange a consultation with your respective trainer. Alright, at the same time, you can go for the full Udemy course that we have, alright, that I have, okay, for Rubik's Academy, whereby you will be able to see the full curriculum for this stocks beginner course. Alright, thank you. My name is Jeffet from Rubik's Academy. Thank you.